15 September 1950. In a masterstroke of war, forces under Douglas MacArthur land behind enemy lines at the South Korean port of Incheon, near Seoul. In a moment, the tide of the Korean War had changed. The mood turned exuberant. I regard all of North Korea open for our military operations, MacArthur declared. The mission to save South Korea achieved, MacArthur ordered his forces north to the border with China. But the Americans were not alone. From Manchuria, the Chinese army secretly crossed into country. Ordered to advance, a force led by 25,000 U.S. Marines marched deep into the mountains. They dug in astride a man-made lake known as Chosin Reservoir. It was a trap. Waiting in the mountains were 120,000 Chinese soldiers. 27 November. As the sun set over the ridgeline, 170 men of Easy Company, 7th Marines, held a hilltop position at the northwest tip of the spear. After midnight, in the distance, a chilling echo, thousands of feet crunching through snow. Then an incredible cacophony, drums, crashing cymbals, the bleating of shepherd's horns. A lunatic's delight, a Marine described the sound. Star shells burst in the sky, revealing the terrifying sight below. A full battalion of charging Chinese soldiers. The Marines opened fire, barrels of their weapons glowing orange, tracers lighting the hilltop. Chinese soldiers fell in rows. Easy Company's wounded piled up, weapons jammed in the extreme cold. The fight turned desperate. If Easy was overrun, the entire ridgeline might fall. Calling for help, Captain Walt Phillips rallied his men. "This is Easy Company," he declared. "Easy holds here." Moments later, a barrage of bullets killed him on the spot. Nearly broken, Easy was reached by a relief force from Charlie Company, 5th Marines. Easy had held, at the cost of 90% casualties. Daylight had also revealed a sobering fact. The Americans were surrounded. At a key mountain pass, the men of Fox Company had been under attack for 4 days. As a relief force climbed Fox Hill, they were overcome by the sight. Many hundreds of dead Chinese soldiers. Soon, they passed fallen Marines. Men bowed their heads in prayer, recalled Lieutenant Joe Owen. The pass secure, one objective remained: to get out of Chosin alive. "So you'll be retreating?" asked a journalist of Division Commander General O.P. Smith. "Retreat? Hell," his legendary reply. "We're just attacking in another direction." From around the reservoir, the men were to blast their way 64 miles to safety at the port of Hungnam. Fresh from battle, Marines fell into parade formation, singing the Marine hymn. They were bloodied, gaunt, and greasy, but their spirit lived. The Frozen Chosen, they called themselves. The Chosen Few. The survivors of the Korean War's most epic battle marched to the port of Hungnam to ship south and fight another day. But once again, they were not alone. Trailing the Americans were thousands of North Korean refugees, having trekked through deep snow and carrying their every possession in hopes they would be saved. The overpowering human struggle touched the American heart. And so, in a humanitarian mission for the ages, nearly 200 ships clogged Hungnam's harbor, evacuating every Korean refugee that they could carry. Among the last ships to anchor was the merchant marine freighter SS Meredith Victory, designed to carry 12 officers and 35 crew. With no food or water, refugees filled all available space. As the Meredith Victory headed for open water midday on December 23rd, the freighter, built for 50, was carrying 14,000. During the first night at sea, the count became 14,001. A baby had been born. Soon, a second, third, and a fourth. Then, on Christmas Day, a fifth. Speaking Little Korean, the Americans gave them nicknames, Kimchi 1 through 5. Today, 1 million South Koreans living in freedom trace their lineage to the 100,000 refugees rescued by the Americans in what was remembered as the miracle of Christmas.
Please help me welcome United States Marine veterans from the epic Battle of Chosin Reservoir 75 years ago.
Richard, you were surrounded and outnumbered 5-1 in temperatures well below zero. How did you make it out?
Well, luck, yes. Mostly luck.
Mostly luck. Well, I'll take luck over skill any day. Well, you did it, and you did it with honor. Johnny, what do you want Americans to remember about the Korean War?
The Chosin Reservoir battle.
Yeah.
I fought in 50 battles, different ones that got different stories, but the Chosin is the one they want to hear.
As we heard in the story, in the aftermath of the battle at the Chosin, the Americans evacuated some 100,000 North Koreans. Joining us here on stage, we are honored to welcome surviving veterans of the Ship of Miracles, Burley Smith, and traveling to join us all the way from Korea, born aboard the Meredith Victory 75 years ago this Christmas. Please welcome Kimchi #1, Yang Young Sung. Burley, how did it feel to be part of one of the greatest humanitarian missions in all of history?
Well, essentially, it's a feeling of tremendous pride to have been part of the ship. I was extremely proud of the way our 48 crew members went into Hungnam after the Chosin Reservoir debacle. And we were the next to the last American ship, freighter, commercial ship, to leave Hungnam. They said to Captain LaRue, will you take civilians, North Korean enemy civilians? And Captain LaRue said, of course. So we began loading early in the morning on the 22nd of December, loaded all night, and the next morning we finished loading all 5 of our hatches and all 3 decks in each hold with Korean civilians.
Yang Young Son, you were born aboard Burley's ship.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to say to him and all of the Americans who saved your family?
I'm the first of total 5 miracle babies who were born on the last freedom vessel during the Hungnam evacuation. And I came here in order to express my sincere gratitude to my lifesaver. I hope much more people will learn through the history of the Chosin and the Hungnam evacuation the value of the family, humanism, freedom.
An incredible reunion 75 years later. Once again, heroes of the miracle of Christmas.
Wells Fargo honors the heroes of the miracle of Christmas in Korea 75 years ago.